So I want to talk about one example of how do you do the 10K analytics. So let me give you a big picture of what we are doing here. So looking at this, I was computer science before, and I do a lot of AI and machine learning stuff. A lot of websites recommend this kind of stuff to me, machine learning bootcamp and stuff. So what does that mean? That means my browsing history are watched by machine. So this is very, this is for you guys are doing, I think the machine are watching your browsing history too. So this is for your personal life, this is your personal experience. So what I want to talk about is in the corporate setting, So what we found is, this is what we found. This is what we found. We found over times, the corporate, the 10K and the annual report and news are read by human, are not read by human, rather read by machine, like I discussed moments ago. So you look at this paragraph I share with you guys first class. In 2003, there's a very low portion of machine readers, but in 2016, there's a huge machine readers. Most of time, most of news are read by machine, not by human. So there's a trend on there. It's like our personal experience. My browsing history now is watched by machine. The corporate news, the corporate findings are also watched by machine as well. So you see the trend, you see the inevitable trend from 2006 from 2003 to 2016. You can see there's a rising trend. There's a rising trend on the machine readers. So one implication here is, how should the manager respond to this? So in the earlier, manager responded to human readers. So let's say if my readers are, Jingyi, or if my readers are Ao or Emma, so I know that I know how to make them happy, right? I know what Jingyi wants. I know O wants. I know what Sumin wants. Victor wants. I know what you want. So I can disclose the information. I can phrase the news in the way you want. So machine are different. Machine based on algorithm. So how manager can make machine happy? Machine readers happy. They have to make their algorithm happy. The way they disclose the news, the finding have to make a machine happy. This is how we do in using the 10K. So let's look at what we documented. How managers to make a machine happy. We document there are three things they are making a machine happy. The first one is the let me enlarge this paragraph. They did three things to make a machine happy. So if human can easily tell, this is a table. Human can easily tell, right? But in order for machine to tell this is a table, you need a tag. You need a tag to tell machine this is the beginning of the table, this is the ending of the table. You need a tag to do that. So this is what one things managers to do to make a machine happy. They make the tag more friendly to machine, so machine can pass in the data in a much easier way. This is also similar to your project. When you pass in all the conference call, if the HTML tag is more friendly, it's much easier job for you. Does it make sense? When the HTML tag is more friendly, it's much easier job for you to pass in the data. So same thing here. When manager find machine are reading their documents, they're trying to make these HTML tags or XML tags more friendly. You guys know the difference between HTML and XML, right? Anyway, it's very similar. So they can make the web script language very friendly to machines. So machines can easily tell this is the table beginning, this is table end. This one has no issue for human. Human can tell this. So I said that the human O and Jingyi can tell this is a table without any question. For human, no question. But for machine, you need to make the tag friendly in order to machine to understand that this is a table. So this is one thing manager did to make the tag more friendly, and the machine can process the information. This is one thing. And another thing, what a manager did is they want to make their language more. They want to make their language more more friendly to machine. So basically, there are some words. So machine reading these documents based on some algorithm. In the algorithm, there are some words machine don't like it, and some words machine like it. So basically, what manager do is they kind of train themselves to issue the news, trying to avoid the negative, avoid some keywords machine do not like it. So okay, basically, when they talk, when they find the news, they're trying to avoid some words machines algorithm do not like. This is the second approach manager did. So what's the third approach manager did is they change their presentation styles. There's a machine learning to analyze the, when I talk, I have the gesture, I have the gesture, I have the voice. So you can see my passion, right? Talking about this class. So there's a machine also watch about CEO's voice, pitch, passion, emotion. The machine also watch about that. So manager also trying to change themselves to make a machine like their voice and the passion and the emotion more. So this is what we found, the three stuff. So basically, so what exactly manager do is when I'm a manager, if I know my news are watched by machine, I'm doing three things. The first thing is I make the tag HTML, the web script language, more friendly to machine, so machine can actually process my information. That's first thing manager did. The second thing is when I talk, I be careful with my contents. I don't want to say something machine algorithm do not like. This is for content-wise, manager are doing something. And the third thing is my presentation style, my voice, my emotion. I want to make my emotion looks more excited to machine, so machine can trace my stocks and trade my stocks, improve the liquidity. So. So this is one example. You can see that how to use 10K. How to use 10K. When the 10K is read by machine, what managers should do? Managers should do the several things. Improve the coding for machine, improve the contents, improve the presentation style. So this is the for the. This is for the 10K. When 10K is read by machine, what managers to do. Another thing I want to mention about is how exactly we know the 10K is read by machine or human. How do we know that? How do we know the 10K is read by machine or read by human? There's several ways we do that to measure it. So this is something you have to have your imagination. One way we do is we want to see if machine learning based hedge funds are actually trade on the company, for the company. So if, let's say if Amazon's 10K, if Amazon issued 10K today, we want to see how many machine learning based hedge funds are trading on these 10K. If we have a large volume of machine learning based hedge funds are trading on the Amazon disclosed 10K, then we know the 10K is disclosed, is read by machine, not human. This is one way we do it. We also look at downloads. So if the 10K is downloaded, like if immediately 1 second, the 10K was downloaded like 10,000 times, that's definitely not human. That's definitely not human. If one IP address download the one IP address download the 10K so many times in this very short period, it's definitely not human. That's definitely not human. This is the another way we identify the whether it's a machine. The third way we identify machine is we want to see once the company disclosed the 10K, how fast it's from the disclosure time and the first trade time. So let's say I disclose the 10K now. For human to understand the 10K, at least you need 10 minutes, 15 minutes to read the 10K and trade on the 10K, if that's human. But if you find like a million seconds, immediately the 10K fighting, there's a very short 1 second there's a trade happened based on 10K, that means this more likely this is a machine, more likely this is a machine. So this is how we measure this is whether 10K is read by machine or read by human. Basically, to summarize, three ways to measure. One is we want to see who are trading the 10K. If it's machine learning based hedge funds that trading the 10K, then this is we think this is machine readers. Large proportion of, if a large proportion of traders are machine learning based hedge funds, we think the 10K is read by machine. And also we look at the speed of the trade. Once the 10K is disclosed, if after like half an hour this first trade, we think maybe this is human. If like just 1 second of human, immediately we have a trade on the 10K, that's more likely to machine. And we also look at the downloads, like a human downloads takes time, machine downloads is much faster. We look at the speed of the download to tell this is the machine as well. So this is just an example of the 10K, how we use the 10K to provide implications for managers and the investors. For example, earlier you can analyze the 10K information to help your parents, tell them, hey mommy, you should invest in this stock or not that one, right? So that's something you can help your investors surrounding you. The example I was talking here help managers. So basically we are telling managers, look at it, okay? There's a large portion of managers are doing this. They are doing something make the machine readers happy. Because they make machine readers happy, the stock price, the liquidity is high, there's a more reward in their stock returns and the liquidity is high. So we're kind of provide, we're kind of help other managers. We're kind of help other managers, telling them, you know, there's a lot of managers that are doing this. They're trying to make a machine happy. Should you consider that as a senior manager, as executives? Should you consider make a machine happy as well? Following what other managers are doing. So you can do all this data analytics, either help investors for your parents, or you can help other managers. You can provide implication for them. You can tell them this is a huge data analytics where we show that a lot of managers are trying to cater to machine, and then you kind of inform other managers maybe they should do the same thing. So this is the 10K report, and also this is the trend. This is trend. From trend, you can see that this is related to the first the code. How do they make the coding more friendly? You can see they make the web script language more friendly over time. You can see blah 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 blah. Okay. They make the web script language more friendly to machine over time. Why there's a flat here? You can see after 2008, there's a flat. There's no much improvement after 2008. The reason because the SEC issued a regulation. They require firms to follow certain rules of the XBRL language. So that means after 2009, there's no much space for firm to improve. Because after 2009, everybody have the standard HTML and the web script standard. So before 2009, firm has huge space to improve their HTML web script language friendliness to machine. But after 2009, because the SEC standardized the format of the web script language, so there's no much improve after 2009. So you guys see the difference. Before that, people can do a lot of there's a huge space for improvement. After 2009, everybody is good. So everybody is good. So you don't have much improvement after 2000. After SEC used the XBRL web script language to standardize